So you're wallpapering from one wall to the next with a patterned wallpaper. Bring them in close. You're looking to put this sheet in here. And then, can they see this over here? You're coming into this area. Now, you can put it on me. You will never be able to put this wraparound from this wall to the next without cutting it. This is a textured wall that's causing demands on the wallpaper, a little more paper here, a little less there. But the corner is not straight, on top of the fact that it's textured. What do? How do we go from this to this? Well, let me show you. How much wallpaper do I need here? There's going to be 3 different numbers. I have 9.5 inches here. So I need 9.5 inches here. I need 9 5/8 of an inch up to here. And all the way at the top, guess what happens? I'm almost at 10 inches. Can you see that? Can they see? Let me get up there. Can they see up to the top? Let's get up there for them. I want them to see this. Just put the camera right over there. Right over there. Do they see that?
Yeah.
It's almost 10 inches. So what do? Well, we have 9.5 inches here at the bottom, and then we almost have a full 10 inches at the top. Call it 9 7/8. So what we're going to do is we're going to give 10 inches to this space. But when we wrap around it, we're going to trim the excess that we don't need onto this wall. And that'll be down at the lower part. Because I'm going to do 10 inches. I only need 9.5 here. At the top, I almost need 10. So it's going to look like a long slice of pizza if you were to look at it from the bottom looking up. It's the only way we can do it. Let me show you what I mean. I'll see you on the next frame. So I took my tape measure and I drew a line at the 10-inch mark. And you have to remember what side you need to cut from. So this is my left side, so I need 10 inches from my left side. And then, when I have the whole thing that I need a straight edge. I'll need a straight edge. Now, I hate to do this in a video. I'm gonna cheat. I'm going to use my wooden table. I didn't expect to do the video. I don't want to go out and get the tool. It's 110 degrees outside. So I'm going to need 10 inches. So I need a straight cut. Okay. I mean, we're going to be trimming it as well on the wall. You get the idea. We have a straight edge. This is 10 inches now. And success. I don't recommend it unless you're a veteran like me and you've been doing it 3.5 months. So let's come around and go on the next frame. See you on the next frame. Can I see the paper?
Yes.
Okay, you come down. You can come under the ladder and get the action. Okay. So, as you can see, what we predicted is true, that we have more excess on the bottom than at the top. Okay, I want you to show them this piece here. See that piece? And follow it all the way up. You see how it gets thinner as you go up. Good. All the way up. Very good. Keep going. Don't keep touching the screen. Okay, you see how it gets thin at the top? And so that's the idea. You're going to forego the pattern match. In other words, it's not going to match here. Okay? You do it yourself as you hang wallpaper good, but you don't know the rule book. A lot of folks, not everybody. But this is going to get cut, and the next piece from the table, that piece, it's not going to match up perfectly because this is getting cut off. The only way you can do it, folks. Okay? Let's show you what I mean. Now, I'm going to trim the wallpaper piece, my strip. So I have very little up here. Okay. And let me just get in there and you can come around me. Beep, beep. You show them what I'm doing. Okay. So, here's the strip. Okay, as you can see, it's thick at the bottom. And then as you get to the top, like we said, it's a lot thinner. See that? See how thin it is there? So no brainer, right? So, what are we going to do? Now with the help of a laser level, I'm going to adjust the right side of the sheet that I'm going to put up on the adjacent wall. Because even if it fits in the corner that we just trimmed, we have to make sure that the forward edge moving forward is plumb. And so maybe some more trimming, but as of now, not yet. Okay, I'll see you in the next frame. Okay. So now we have to make this plumb. So it's very simple now. If I pull the top out, I'm going to have a gap, right? So, and if I don't have, if I'm good here, I don't need to lose any more pattern by pushing it in, right? Let's face me, please. What would you move? The bottom this way, or would you move the top this way or this way? The answer is wherever you lose the least amount of wallpaper and make it straight. So, judging on what I'm looking at up there, if I pull it out, I have a gap. If I pull it out here, I have a gap, but it's not straight. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to bring my bottom in. And make the line, the laser, parallel, consistently parallel with the wallpaper. Now, my camera boy will move the laser on the next frame onto the edge of the wallpaper, and we'll be ready to trim it once more in the corner and be done with it. I'll see you on the next frame. Okay. Now, some of my critics are going to say, why is he so close to the corner? Maybe some of you didn't even notice. So show them the windows. And I laid out my wallpaper according to the fact that it lays best here in order to make that look its best. Trust me when I tell you. Now, as you can see, our laser level gives us a straight line. But it dictated that more wall covering would need to get trimmed. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim just another sliver off of the wall cover. Now, some of you very astute observers will say, how are you going to cut through just one layer? And to that I would say, watch me. In other words, you don't want to cut too hard, because under this excess is this wallpaper going into this wall. And for anyone who hangs wallpaper, you know that you need a bedding of wallpaper in the corner, under which is the wall. So in corners, theoretically, can they see me, Dennis? Can they see me? Okay. In corners, you have two layers. You have the top layer on the new wall, and you have the bottom layer on the wall from which the corner piece is coming. So I'm going in this direction. This wall is in the corner against the wall. This wallpaper is over the wallpaper from this piece so that your corner doesn't show. Your paint, if it does, you gotta fix it. You can't have one layer of wallpaper in your corner. So when you cut through on a corner that's not straight, this normally doesn't happen. Cutting it once is enough, but when you have to move the wallpaper, see, long walls are going to be off. So you have to know what your toleration is on the wallpaper. So they only cut through one layer. You'd be better off cutting this twice, 3 times, rather than just once. If you're new at it, you don't want to press too hard, because then you'll go through both layers and you'll have an exposed corner. I hope you understand what I mean. Okay. We give it a quick wipe. Now, if you're new at paper hanging, and you and I, we both know we have to make our customer happy. One of the things you get into the habit of doing, and I still do it myself, you give your customer a bottle of red wine. You keep it in your truck. Red wine is served cool, not cold. And so, hey, I got you something. Have them have a glass of wine and then show them the job. When you're new, you do that. This way everything looks good with a glass of wine. Okay? Show them the corner. Show them the corner. Very nice, Dennis. Nice, all the way up. Beautiful job. Now, don't go yet. Please click on like. And stand by for the joke of the day, please. So, my videos tend to be too long because I yap. Because I got nothing better to do sometimes. But anyway, I want to share something with you. For those who want to hear something funny, but something true. I had trees put in my yard yesterday. Trees, flowering trees. Okay? By the way, do you know what a deciduous tree is? Look it up, please. Guy comes to put the trees in. I want a privacy wall of trees in front of my deck, in between my neighbor, who's about 70 yards away, and my pool. I don't want him seeing me in the pool. So, Wallpaper's doing well. I said, give me arborvitae's trees. They form a wall. For years and years, they stay green in the winter. Guy gives me a price. He gives me a price that later changes the next day, $300 more. He said, yeah, the trees were a little more, I got to charge you a little more. He didn't tell me that. He wants to get paid before I come home. I said, I'm going to be home shortly. I'll pay you through electronic means if you need the money. But I want to see the job first. No, you can pay me now. Thank you. No, I will pay you after I see the job. Oh, You can pay me now. Thank you. No, voy a pegarte después de ver el trabajo. Menos Vicky. You speak Spanish? Yeah. Voy a pegarte cuando te vuelvo a casa. You can pay me now. Click. I get home. No exaggeration. My deck is square with the house. Even if it's not, my deck is my deck. Go off of the deck. He's putting these trees in within 15 feet of the deck. He decides. He doesn't need one of these. I'll show you this. Nah, I won't show it to you. I look down the line of the trees, right? It's not like this. That would be good. Like, wow, a little creativity. It's like this. $75%. He starts on one end, past the deck line. So if my deck ends here and goes this way, one tree starts over here. No exaggeration. On the other side, it stops short by 5 feet. I start sweating. You ever watch The Odd Couple, Felix Unger and the other guy? Felix Unger would have this ridiculous. So I send him pictures. I said, do you have one of these? Now this guy has done 3 jobs for me. A tile floor, pavers all over the property. You need one of these. I said, you're off 5 feet. You started the trees 12 feet away from the deck. At the end of the line, you're 17 feet away from the deck. Is there any reason? Oh, it looked beautiful, right? It looked beautiful. I said, what? You can pay me. It looked beautiful. I said, I'm not talking on the phone. I want everything in writing because you don't understand. You have to use Google Translate. Okay, you pay me? I said, please do not communicate on the phone anymore. He sees my wife. She's holding the baby. Hello, honey. Oh, she had the baby. I said, oh man, this dude's calling my wife honey. I said, okay, you can't come here anymore unless I'm here. Anyway, long story short. Now, I hope you find this funny because if I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry. So needless to say, I didn't pay him. I don't pay him yet. I said, you have to get more trees. Then you gotta pull up all of the trees because now one of them is in the right place. So, we're gonna get a chalk line. I said, you got a chalk line? You know, use chalk. You're gonna get chalk line and you're gonna get spray paint. We won't get into that, but that happened. Tell me what you think. Did that ever happen to you? I'll see you on the next video.